This is the art floor. The whole time I've been in Dallas, I haven't met one person that identifies as Palestinian or as Arab. When I first got here on the second floor, they had an exhibit in the children's section with two different versions of 1001 Arabian Nights on the children's floor in a glass case, not so dissimilar from this. I wrote them an email about how inappropriate and Orientalist it was. Their response was, well, we're not in charge of the actual curation, right? So they want to say that this was designed and curated by somebody here, and the city has nothing to do with it, right? Well, that was over 4 years ago. Is this their documentation? It's on the floor where they do art. It's art. Is it accepted out of consideration of an act of terrorism because it's art? See, I would say no, because there's precedent and there's a demonstration of intent. This is only half the exhibit, right? Problem is, this is also in the context of, by the way, understanding that they've already gone through a process of comprehensively purging the shelves of all kinds of other books. I looked. There aren't any books in this library from the Palestinian perspective about the history of the Nakba. Palestinians don't write the Palestinian history that they're putting in their artistic exhibit here, just so you know. There's only one Palestinian American that has a book in this library. Who do you think did these works of art? It gets better. Are you ready? There you go. Look at that city. They mentioned a city. Does that look familiar to you? What about that? Do you recognize it? And she's standing there in her Jesus Christ pose, huh? Keep going. She's just hanging all by herself. There's nothing at all offensive about this. They're honoring the dead, aren't they? I just wanted to honor the dead. They have a nice book on Palestinian costuming right on this floor. There's another one hanging. Red and purple. There's absolutely no symbolism that the solo ones hanging are red and purple, right? There you go. There's the other side of the cross, right? And finally, there she is. Was she supposed to be a bride? Was she supposed to be your bride? Was she supposed to be able to live through those stories she has to tell every night just to keep alive? That you want to say is somehow about what? Your child? Who teaches their children to hate? I mean, it's beautiful, but it's still fucking hateful.